Good morning, folks. Day 19. Let's freaking go. Whew. It's Saturday. This will definitely be a Saturday power hour. I'll stay on here for maybe an hour or two at tops. But let's go ahead and make some calls. Edward will be with me shortly. And let's get right to it. Anyone that's watching on, just drop your name on the chat. Let us know who you are, how long you've been in the business, anything you want to talk about. That would be great. I'm going to start off with some of my contracts sent. I sent out a contract yesterday, so let's get into that. Who was the person? Oh, it was Terry. That's who it was. Hey, Isaiah, what's up, buddy? I haven't seen you in the last couple of days. And thank you, Isaiah. Appreciate that. Smoothster, what are you doing watching? Hop on here, bro. Terry, Caesar here. Yeah, this suck. Smooth sir. Isaiah, you want to hop on and make calls right now? Dude, hop on here. If you want to hop on calls, DM me on my Facebook, bro, and then I'll send you the link. If you want to make calls right now. I always welcome anyone to hop on the call and make calls with us. Oh, look at this. Anita. Let's talk. Just a quick sec. Let's see. Someone just responded back to me. Ooh, it's in Indiana. Let's go. All right. Before I pick up the phone, let me just wait for her to respond, guys, because she is responding with 2 properties. This is in South Bend. 46613. Okay. Ooh, she just responded. Let's see what she says. All right, let me give her a call.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach.
Hey, Marcy, I'm glad you're on here. Thank you. Hopefully, I'm able to add value to you today. If you have any blockers in what you're doing in wholesaling, feel free to drop it on the chat here. A lot of my viewers are within TU members, even outside of TU members. We're all here to help each other out. So we're all here to grow together and inspire each other. So thank you for hopping on, and if you do get any key takeaway, man, I'd really appreciate it if you smash that like button and drop something in the comments or the chat. That would be great.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Hey, Anita, Caesar here. Give me a call when you get this. If you want to sell these properties, I'm always looking to buy. Give me a call. I have a house full of business players. That is why I said text. Okay. What's the best time to call you today, tomorrow, or Monday? Let me know your availability and I'll call you then. All right. So let's call Baltazar. She said she's too busy to call to talk to. Ooh, 956. This is in Oklahoma.
Subscriber you reach. Please your message.
Not Marcy. I apologize. I met Mary. Mary, thoughts on titanium membership? Hearing different things. Ooh, I'd like to know what you're hearing about different things. Now, obviously, both Edward on here and myself, we're both part of titanium, so anything we say might be a little bit biased because we're part of the community. But everyone that watches my channel knows I'm pretty transparent with these things. I absolutely love TU, not just for RJ and Cassie, which they provide tons of value, but really the value really comes from the community itself. We've got a bunch of end buyers, bunch of lenders, wholesalers, realtors, and what's really cool is that everyone's very transparent, trustworthy, and heck, I have no fear putting up an address of a deal that I don't have under contract yet. I don't feel like anyone's going to steal anything. And as a matter of fact, if they do, they're automatically kicked out of the community. That I do know that's something that RJ and Cassie would do. So for me, it's really the values of the community, the members, where everyone is willing and able to help at any given time. It's not so much of here, let me help you, but let me get something back. It's just like everyone wants to see everyone else succeed. Does everyone succeed? Absolutely not. That goes for any community out there. Doesn't matter who, right? Even as great as RJ and Cassie are, at the end of the day, majority of the folks still don't succeed. Why? Because they still got to put in the work. They still got to put in the work. But RJ and Cassie promise to be there every day, and guess what? They are there. We get RJ and Cassie twice a week, and Nick, who's their third partner, we get them once a week. So enough with me, Edward. I don't know if you heard that, but if there's any words you want to say about TU.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much the same thing. You covered everything there. So I would say definitely the value comes from the community. Pretty much everything what Caesar said. I think that's been very valuable for me and my success. Um, just been the community and obviously Cassie and Arthur are always there in the implementation calls. If we need any like specific questions or going through some things that can definitely answer that. But for the most part is being in the same rooms, like calling with other people and listening to their calls or them giving you feedback while you're making calls to just get better. So that's the main value. Um, the main value, like for me, has been like where the value has been at and what's helped me. So yeah, that's what I appreciate about the community and what's helped me a lot.
Is not available. Please leave your message after the tone.
Hey, Baltazar. Good morning. Caesar here, calling about your property on North Atlanta, out in Tulsa. Looks like you filled out a form on my site earlier today, maybe a few hours ago, looking to sell this property. I am always looking to buy in Tulsa, so feel free to give me a call when you get this. See if I can help you out. Thanks.
4-1. 60641704007. Can't take your call now. At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, simply hang up or press pound for.
Who is Shireen? Oh, Shireen never signed my thing. That's right. I'm gonna call my contract sent first,
Hi, this is Edward.
guys.
Thanks, Edward. Please stay on the line. I'm sorry, this person is not available. If you would like to leave an additional message, please reply after the tone.
Hey, Jessica, this is Edward. I was calling to follow up on your inquiry about selling your property there on Cherokee Road. If you are still interested in selling, please give me a call back or you can shoot me a message here whenever you're available. Thanks.
Hello, Mary. I wonder who that is. I mean, if you definitely want to chat with me offline, I'm more than happy to. Go ahead and DM me on Facebook or Instagram. More than happy to have a quick conversation with you, and you don't have to tell me exactly who it is. But it would be good for you to at least hear both sides of the story or whatever it is, and then for you to decide. I mean, if you decide to join, awesome. If not, there's always plenty of other communities out there that you might resonate with a little bit better. So Yeah, either way, man, I'm here to answer any questions you have. So feel free to reach out. Vince, what's up, buddy? All right, Shireen.
Hello.
Hey, Shireen. Good afternoon. It's Caesar. How are you?
Okay, how are you, Caesar?
Oh, I'm doing great. Are you feeling much better now? You were out for a while.
Yeah, yeah. I just now I'm getting over it.
Oh my gosh, what happened? If you don't mind me asking, did you catch a flu or what?
Well, I just for some reason since I moved down to Florida, I get sinus is really bad, and it turns into a sinus infection, then upper respiratory infection. And pretty much like after like April, I spend like from now until when like our rainy season starts, which is this month. I pretty much I get sick off and on with infections. It's just I have a low immune system, so it's hard
Jeez.
fighting.
Well, we better get you out of there soon then, right?
Yeah, it's probably all the trees like on my property and stuff, which I found out like oak apparently is like one of the big ones, and I have a huge oak tree.
Yep.
I guess that's where. Yeah, it's just the flora and fauna here in where I'm at that really messes with me. So.
I got you. Yeah, no, I know exactly what you mean because I was talking to someone about that the other day where they were like, yeah, when I was young, I used to have allergies and now I don't. I was like, well, I'm like, do you still live in the same place? Because a lot of times people don't realize it's just the trees or some bushes like within the neighborhood that's just causing it, you know?
Right. Yeah, my sister always had allergies. I rarely got them. I had a little bit, not much in Houston, but down here, I mean, you can hear I'm so congested.
Yeah.
It's something, and it's probably because I do still have a lot of trees on property, but it happens every year. Even if I'm not out in the weather, just being inside with it all like starting to bloom, it just kills me.
Yep. All right. Well, I definitely wanted to leave you alone for a while because I know you were under the weather and
Right, and I appreciate it because I'm also dealing with my sister up in West Virginia in the hospital, and if I have to take off and go up there, so yeah.
Wait, what did you say?
You
Okay. You said your sister went to a hospital?
She's in a hospital up in West Virginia. I was gonna maybe have to take off and go up there the other day. Right now, I'm on hold to see.
Oh my gosh. Is everything okay with your sister?
Yeah, they just found she's got a rare immune disorder that affects her kidneys, so they started dialysis and stuff. But she's having conflict with the medication. So
Okay.
some of those medications they give are really strong, and they're conflicting with some of her other medications. So she's having like psychosis issues. Like one minute she's there, and the next minute she's like on another planet. So that just hopefully they get it straightened out without me having to go up there.
Yeah, I hope they do.
Yeah, because kind of at this point, like what I'm probably going to have to do is relocate up there, give myself like 4 weeks, pack up what I can and donate the rest, and then, like finish selling up there.
Mm-hmm.
So then that way I can also be out of the house and whatever needs to happen can happen.
Yeah.
That's kind of my game. That's kind of my game plan. Instead of, I planned on selling and then moving us up in North Carolina. I'm probably going to have to go up there and stay with her before I can, and then just sell from up there.
Absolutely.
The only good thing is, and I don't know like how the paperwork works on, because my ex-husband is on I put him on the deed when I purchased. But I have a divorce decree that says that the property is mine, outright. I just never changed it with the county.
Yeah. So go ahead.
The only good thing is he is up in West Virginia, so if I need him to sign anything, he will. I mean, I'm on good terms with him.
Oh, wonderful.
So if it makes it, so if I do have the divorce decree with the, the certified copy. I just never changed it. But if it's easier or whatever to get him to sign the paper, I can have him do that too.
Yeah,
Even from down here or up there, because I'll be in the same, semi area of him. So, that's the only good thing with all of this, because I do know that's one of the pieces because his name is on it, and I just never took the documentation down and had him removed. I mean, it just because I knew he would never, take claim to the property or anything.
Absolutely, yeah, and that can all be handled during title. Title will take care of all of that, right? Like they'll see that, and then you'll submit. They'll ask for a copy of your divorce decree, and then if they need, to have anything signed by your ex-husband, then we can email that to you, so you can have them sign it, or they might ask for like a notary. Either way, title will direct us on what needs to be done.
That was the other thing that I did remember, that I was like, oh, wait a minute, do I need to get another official certified copy of the divorce decree where it shows that, or just leave it as it is and let it wait until we get down. I just don't want anything to hold up.
Yeah, if I may, here's how I think would be like the best way to go about it. And then you let me know if it's something you want to do. Okay. One,
Okay.
I always like to just have title, like open title, and title let us know what we need to do, right? Because that's why they get paid. Once we know the clear directions from the title company, then that's when we can adapt and adjust and do what we need to do to get it across the finish line. Secondly, this might actually work out because, whether you do go up north or, you go to your sister or whatnot, I mean, it would be great if we can just get the ball rolling. So in that way, because you remember, like, I'm not going to be the end buyer for this, right? Like I told you up front, like, hey, I'm going to be looking for a local partner.
Right, for an investor or a buyer for it.
Exactly. So while you're taking care of your sis, doing what you need to do for your family, I can be like the quarterback on this end, get hard feedback, right? Like people are going to walk in, they're going to give us like their rehab costs, what they think where the market is, we're going to find exactly where end buyers buy, what local investors would want to buy based on its current condition. And so in that way, while you're over there, I can do the work here. And then from there, we can make a decision.
Yeah. The good thing is I have seen some properties come up like in my area. And when I say my area, I mean within like a 4th Street radius.
Oh, perfect.
And like recently sold, I also saw like some that, like was fixer upper, and they're right at the, like at 179, 180. Now, ones that are newer or that have been redone are going over 200. So that bodes well.
Perfect. That's what we want to see. That's what we need to see.
Yeah, and especially, and that's what I was saying, is because even some of the properties had, yes, the work had been done on them, but there were also less property, and they're going over 200. So I'm like, oh, that's perfect. That's exactly what we want to see.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, there's nothing on the market that I saw the last time I checked that's even like my property size and then my age home. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that's where your expertise comes in and stuff. But what I am seeing, I mean, even like I saw one that was for just the property, and I don't even remember. I don't even think all of it was cleared, and the property alone was 85.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm saying. I know the 125 that is absolutely doable. I mean, I know that is. I know it could even go on the market higher and it should sell. And that's even allowing 30,000 for repairs instead of 20,000, saying 30,000, and that still leaves room for profit. So I think it's totally doable.
Well, let me go to work while you do your thing.
Yeah, and I don't know if you've even like taken a glance at the properties in my area.
Oh, absolutely, I have.
Yeah, and you'll see, especially in my area, I mean, they've gone up tremendously, like in the last 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I think part of it, and that is one of the things I think I did see on the listings that does make it more appealing to people, is because that it is, there's no HOA in its own for residential or agricultural, and that's not something that you can get in this part.
Yep.
Because I'm not in Ocala, even though I'm in Marion County. I'm not in Ocala proper, and I'm not in Denellen proper. So I don't have the regulations and restrictions other people have, as well as the homestead. It can be whichever, you know, whether it's for animal or farming or residential.
Well, Shireen, that's the reason why I'm taking a shot at it, because I do see the opportunity.
And the other thing I did see on here, now they've passed some new thing, you know, because like they have the tiny homes and shit like that. They've passed a thing that you can have more than one home on the property. Your main home just has to be larger than the other homes.
Yes.
So that's another, especially for an investor type that's looking, you know, to make money, you know, that's appealing.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I completely understand. I think we've got something going on here.
Yeah.
So let's
yeah, because in other things that are right near here, you can't do that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's because of the property sizes and not being in deed restricted, and because it is still open for each, is why they allow more than one home on a property. So that's something new that's come down in the last few months.
Okay. Absolutely. No, I do see the opportunity. That's why I wanted to take a shot at it, because I have looked in the neighborhood. So as far as next steps go, what do you feel should be, you know, what would be the best next steps for you?
I haven't even had a chance to take pictures yet because I was sick. So I need to know what you're going to need from me to move forward, and to see, you know, can I get that done this week? So then you have everything in place, because what I don't want to do is to get you working and then me not follow through on what I need to do. So I need to make sure that it's things that I can get done in a reasonable amount of time before you start working, or if I need to get it to, and then you start, you know what I mean? What I don't want is for you to work and me not hold up my end.
Absolutely. And ma'am, I appreciate that. I really do appreciate that.
And also, well, yeah, because it does no good. We can't work together if I don't do my part and you don't do your part. If I do my part and you don't do yours, well, then I'm fucked.
Yeah, and vice versa.
Time versus going from a local realtor that knows the area and the market, versus, you know, and if you do your part but I'm not doing mine, I'm wasting your time, and your time is money, you know. So if you're working on my stuff but I'm not doing what I need for you to do what you need to do, then it's not going to be great for either of us, and neither one of us are going to make money, and that's not the goal. Is for us both to make money and get this done as quickly as possible.
Exactly. Well, I am glad you said all that, because you and I are 100% aligned.
We both have to eat, and I mean, this is your business. That's how you make your money. So that's what I'm, you know, for me, I'm betting on you that you're going to get it done, you know, that you don't have to be in the area, because you can look at trends, you can look at things and get it out there in the right way for the right person.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I know it's a team thing. So I just need to know what all you need from me that will then enable you to start on it.
Yes.
I think that's probably a better approach, because I am disabled. And so I have been down for almost 2 weeks.
Yes.
So I'm still rebuilding. It takes me a while to get things done unless I just focus on that. So
yes, ma'am.
Again, what it is you're going to need from me.
Yes. So a couple of things. So first step is getting that agreement signed, because once that agreement is signed, then that actually allows me to just open title, so that title can do what they do best on the background, right? While we're doing all the other stuff. The second thing.
Doing the title first and all of that.
Exactly, exactly. And then the other thing that I need from you would be just the pictures of the property. So 2 angles per room zoomed out, all sides of the exterior. And then the roof. I don't need you to get on the ladder. Please do not do that. But I just need you to step. I just need you to step a few feet back and then just snap your camera towards the roof, just so that we can get a general idea. That's pretty much it. So pretty simple.
Because you can see from my day, like the size of the yard, the size of the home, the condition of the home from like the street.
Exactly.
And you can see like the yard that even though it's not currently like maintained where I had it, it's not in bad shape.
Exactly.
It's not like it's totally up. Yeah.
Exactly. So yeah, so those. Yeah, so those are the only two things that I need is the signature on the agreement and the pictures.
Okay, and on the pictures, you said don't worry about the clutter and the mess. Just get the pictures.
Yeah,
Correct?
yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I have boxes in all 3 rooms piled up. I have baskets in mine because literally I started sorting clothes to be able to start packing down and donate.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And then
if that needs to be remedied in like my one room, that's going to take me at least a week to do.
No, we don't need you to remedy all that. It's just like I said, all we care about really is just more of the conditions. We just want to make sure there's no holes in the wall or like the kitchen's the kitchen. Like that's pretty much it. The other stuff, they're gonna ask me is they're gonna be like, oh, so many boxes, they're moving out. Like, yep. Are they gonna take all that stuff? Yes. Okay, cool. We're good to go. And that's pretty much it.
That's my plan. I don't care what you leave. I plan on having the house cleared of my stuff and the donate and the junk. And I'm taking, mainly personal items and like my kitchen and the bedroom, but that's pretty much it. Everything else I'm going to donate or trash.
Exactly. So
it's just not worth it to move across state.
Yep. So no need to worry about that. And then obviously we are going to do walkthroughs, right? Once I have everything. So on that end,
once I'm out of the house, while I'm in the house, I cannot have people like just coming. It would have to be scheduled, and I have to have enough advance notice because I have 2 small dogs. And I'm disabled.
Yes, I have that. I have that all on my notes. If you're there, then we'll do like a 24 or 48 hour notice. I'll make it as convenient as possible for you. And then if you, like you said, if you do go with your sister, I can even Amazon you like a lockbox, and that way you can put a lockbox on there. So while you're away, and then by the way, I will treat it as if it's mine, meaning whenever someone goes there, I know who they are. And I always have them send me a video or a screenshot of them locking the doors and locking the key back in the lockbox, just to let you know.
Well, what I plan on doing, I do have cameras that capture my property.
Oh, perfect.
So I do plan on leaving like the power and the internet on, as well as I have cameras in the home.
Yep.
And I'll just move one of the cameras so then it covers the entire area. And so that way, because I also I don't know how familiar you are, and luckily some laws have changed down here, but squatters are so prevalent in Florida. And I wouldn't want that to happen. So
nope, we don't want that.
My boyfriend said no. Yeah, my boyfriend said so. Would also have my helper come and check on the home and come pretty regularly, so it doesn't look like no one's here.
Yes. Let's make sure we do that, because we don't want to buy it with squatters in there. Like you don't want squatters, we don't want squatters. We're aligned on that end. We're on the same page.
As long as they lock up, because the thing is as long as you lock up any, the front and back door. Sometimes just making it a little more challenging for somebody makes them go on because they go for the easy thing.
Yep, exactly.
So as long as, doors are locked back afterwards and the gate is locked, because I can't remove anything major if that front gate, because you can't get a vehicle through unless you bust down the gate. And somebody's not going to do that. That's going to cause too much disruption. in this small area.
Exactly.
So that was kind of what I planned to do, was just keep the internet and the power and the cameras live, so that we know the property's secure.
Perfect.
I just don't want a case of like squatters coming in and us having to deal with that.
Absolutely. Well, well, at least you know that we're incentivized as much as you are, because squatters are going to cost us money, and we don't want that.
Nope.
And it's going to cost you money, which we don't want that either.
Right. No, and because I am going to have to go up to West Virginia, if some miraculous thing that I happen to even sell before going, I still have to go up there.
Absolutely.
So
when are you planning to go to West Virginia?
Probably, I would say in 4 to 6 weeks.
Oh, okay. So you're not going anytime soon. You got 4 to 6 weeks to go still. If you have to.
Well, it really needs to be in 4 weeks. But if I have to go up there, then I'm gonna go up there. I can't stay more than 2 weeks, and then from the time I get back, I need 4 weeks to be able to pack up this stuff and get the shit out.
Yep.
And that's I think a realistic timetable is 4 weeks to get things packed up and get the majority cleared out.
Yes.
If not all of it. That in 4 weeks that the house is exactly how it will be left, which is empty, except for what belongs here.
Okay. So Shireen, quick question. So I like everything I'm hearing. I think we can start working on this. I'm glad that you're feeling much better. So a couple of quick questions for you real quick. When would you be able to go ahead and sign that agreement, so in that way I can open title? And 2, when do you think you'd be able to get those pictures in?
I can try to do pictures tomorrow. If it doesn't happen tomorrow, it's probably not going to happen until Tuesday. I'll be honest, because Monday I've got 2 doctor's appointments.
Yeah. Okay. So that's fine.
I can try to walk if I'm feeling better. That I can walk out and at least take some exterior pictures today. Those are the hardest for me, obviously, because I don't know where you're at, but it's a hike to get to my front, just to get to my front gate.
I understand.
So it's not. Yeah, I can walk down there, but then getting back is hard. So just to get the distance and the exterior pictures, that's where I run into problems.
No worries. And by the way, you don't have to walk all the way to the front. I mean, you can just take the picture of your yard from your front door. You know what I mean? Like, we care more about the house more than the yard. The yard is fine. Like, just snap a couple of pictures here and there. Make it as easy as possible for you.
Yeah, I do want to be sure and get from from a little bit of a distance, though, because I do have a deck and then a brand new ramp that was just put in.
Okay. And then when should I expect that agreement to be signed?
Let me get you the pictures first, because that's I know a hold up on my end. If I check back with me, if I haven't sent it to you by Tuesday afternoon, please reach out to me and ask me when I'm getting it to you.
Yes, because so that's fine. If you don't mind,
is that good enough?
Yes, that is good enough. Absolutely. I want you to be safe. I know you've been under the weather, so don't worry about that. But I would rather have that agreement signed this weekend, though. The only reason is so in that way I can have my transaction coordinator send it to a title company by Monday, just to get the title search going, because I really need to know what's going on the title, what we need to do with your ex-husband and all that stuff. And so I know title can take a while, and I just want to make sure that side is running while we're still getting all our ducks in a row on the other side, right? Because I don't want it to do all the legwork. I don't want you to go take pictures of all that, and then everything gets held up because of title.
That's going to have to be done regardless. I'll be honest. I don't give a shit who sells it. I just want it sold. I want to get out of it, get my money and my nest egg, and I'm going to turn around and buy another property. It's going to move me and my sister to another state, and I'm buying another home and property.
Yes, ma'am.
So I don't give a shit who. I'll be honest. I don't give a shit who sells it. I just want somebody that's aggressive and that's going to price it right. And that I get my minimum of 125 because I know it's doable. I mean, that's being very friendly and realistic. You know, that I know it would. I know I can get that easily. I think if you do your part right, you can come out without even having to invest in it by getting it sold to an investor. You know, that you only invest in it if you want to. You know, I just know that.
Yes, ma'am.
I mean, I know it because it shows and the value is there.
Well, I will do my part as soon as everything's signed. So let's make that happen, and then I can do my work. I can do what I do best.
Okay. Now, is it the same document you sent me, or does it have to be resent with the new
No,
date?
it's the same one. It's the same one. Because yeah, I'll go ahead and I'm gonna bump it up to the top of your inbox, and then I'm gonna send you the. I'm gonna text it, and I'm gonna text it to you as well.
Okay. Yeah, I did start so that I could find it.
Okay.
I just didn't save you down in my phone, but I had you in my phone, and your message started, so I knew how to reach back out to you.
Okay. I'll go ahead and send it over to you right now. And then if I don't see anything, maybe by later today or tomorrow, I'll give you a ring just to remind you.
Okay. Thank you very much, Caesar.
Okay. You have a good one.
Have a great weekend.
You too.
Bye.
Bye. Here you go. Send that to her. Oh, Edward, I don't know if you're muted or not. Tim, I was just tired, man. I don't want to stay on the phone with her. She signs it, she signs it, she doesn't. I'm off to the next one. I'm over it. Now let's talk to Sherelle.
Man, sounds like you got one.
Telephone number 4.
We'll see when she signs.
What happened? I didn't hear it. Why didn't she sign it on the phone?
She's been sick all week long.
Uh-huh.
And so she's an investor herself as well. Not like a professional investor, but you know, she's got a couple of properties.
Telephone number 443.
Hi, this is Linda.
Hey, Sherelle, Caesar here. Give me a call.
Leave a message.
Let's look. Oh yeah, Anita. 2117 and 2113. Oh, this lady is crazy. Not that crazy, actually. She might mean 2115. Hey, Edward, you have a preview, right?
Yeah.
Can you see if this thing pops up? Because it's
Yeah.
not popping up on PropStream.
Yeah, let me see.
I'm gonna give this lady a call. There's a new lead. Oh, actually, no,
Yeah,
it's
it
not a
does
new
pop
lead.
up
It's
here.
this one's a long-term follow-up lead. Is it popping up or no? You said
Yeah,
no?
yeah, it pops up on privy.
Oh, nice. If you can just drop like the ARV you think for that one, that would be great.
Yeah, I got you.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message.
I'll call back. All right, food texting. Oh, good old Isaiah wants to hop on. Let's go, Isaiah. Let me give her my.
Is it square on your end, does it show 1,000 square feet on square footage?
It doesn't show anything on my end. That's why I was like,
Oh, nothing. Okay. So I make sure I'm looking at it because sometimes on privy, sometimes these numbers are off, like even on basements and stuff like that. Because even I look it up at Zillow, it shows it's a lot bigger.
yeah, on Zillow it says like 5.3.
And it's 3,200 square feet. So I'm not sure if that's has a basement or not. It doesn't
Yeah,
tell me.
hopefully she responds back to me right now. I can get her on the phone. All right, I gotta take a little quick Biological break. I'll be right back.
ARV 145 to okay, let's call this seller that I sent the contract to this morning. Jeez.
Oh, look, we have here. We got good old Mr. Isaiah.
How you doing,
Nice.
Caesar?
Doing
What's up,
good, man.
Isaiah?
Isaiah, are you within TU now?
No, I'm trying to. I need to close a couple deals in order to get in there.
Let's go. Let's make it happen, man. Well, dude, thank you for supporting the channel. You're always on. So I really do appreciate that. And meet Edward. Edward, Isaiah. Let's
Hey,
freaking
what's up,
bang some
Isaiah?
sound.
I do. I've seen you, like, obviously the last week and whatnot. It looks like you utilize. Have you been following John Lalonde at all or anything like that?
Yeah, I use a little bit of NAPQ there.
Yeah, I like
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I appreciate you having me on, Caesar.
For sure, man. Isaiah, do you want me to pull some Jean Lalonde right now? I'll do it for you, just for you, buddy.
Awesome.
Caesar, he does it too. He hasn't felt that side. But I
I
know he
do.
knows. I know he knows. I've seen him on a
Yeah.
couple training videos.
Uh-huh. Dude, I was part of that group, man.
Yeah, I know.
I've been on those Zoom calls.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Hey, did that seller view the contract,
5,
Caesar,
2.
when we sent this morning?
Which one?
Laura, I tried calling her right now, and at 1 she hasn't picked up yet, so I'm not sure if she has viewed it or not.
Brock, right? Brock
Yep.
Drive.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think she's viewed it yet. No.
Okay. I just called her. I'm gonna send her a text.
Six, 8, 9, 5, 2, 8, 1, 8, 9, 7 is not available.
Hey Teresa, this is Isaiah Kaplan with Arkham Home Buyers. Looks like you were exploring some options to sell that property on Matthew Street. If you're still looking to sell, we are looking to buy. Give me a call back at 970-644-0825. God bless.
Isaiah, how long have you been wholesaling for?
I've been doing it for about 9 months now.
Nice. Good
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, it's definitely had its struggles. It's about the hardest thing I've ever had to do.
It's so simple yet so difficult, isn't it?
No.
Exactly.
So,
I'm not gonna
there's
lie
a
though,
huge learning
Caesar.
curve.
Ever since I started watching your videos, I've stolen some of your lines, just to let you know.
Yes. Thank you. Appreciate it. Hopefully it worked.
Dude, like
It's
the
working.
rapport building that some of your lines does is just like, especially like, because I like your line where you say like, I want to put as much money in your pocket as possible, but I do run a business. That just adds a lot of rapport, which is really good for me.
It just opens up the mind, right? Like it just you can feel the conversation just open up a little. Even if it's just a little bit, it opens up something. It just gives you enough crack to just go in and do what you need to do.
Exactly.
Bro, it's hundreds of reps, man. There was a moment in November, somewhere like November, December, where it was me and my Sav 10. I went on live for 3 days in a row with my Sav 10 group with Hyro. And after 3 days, I just got so fucking pissed, dude. Because no one, and I mean no one, for those 2 to 3 days we went live, not one seller stair stepped themselves down. And every single one of us were doing the kill shot at the end of the call. And I'm like, this is just dumb. Like we're not doing anything. And so I literally just went into the bat cave for like, I'd say for about 4 to 6 weeks, dude. I told everyone, I was like, even on my Discord channel, which I don't really promote, it's a little bit more private. I even put Operation Eagle. I was like, do not join that. I was like, do not join that channel unless you're down to just bang the phones, no talking. We're just gonna call. And everyone knew whenever I was on that channel, like, don't bother Caesar. And I just went back to the lab and just like tried new things. And then that's what came out of it.
It's awesome.
Yeah. Hold on, I'm helping Bobby Frost here because of the deal that he's. I don't know if you were listening yesterday, Isaiah, but Bobby I'm gonna call him Bobby, went on a date, and it just so happened that the date that he went with is selling a distressed property.
That's crazy.
And so now he wants to get the numbers down to the T before getting it under contract because he's afraid of the situation. And I'm like, bro, give me that fucking thing. I'll lock it up right now. Shit. There's like investors going there on Tuesday. I'm like, why wouldn't you want to get it under contract?
Telephone number 76051483349 can't take your call now. At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, simply hang up or press pound for further options.
Hey Angelita, it's just Isaiah Catherine with Arkham Home Buyers giving you a call, seeing if you were able to, how you're doing after your surgery and whatnot. Hope everything is well and that your family's doing well. Give me a call back at 970-644-0825. God bless.
All right, then we'll have to step out here, out here for a little bit, and then if you're still on, I might come back on, but I do have to get out here.
For sure, brother. And by the way, Edward, if I don't see you later or tomorrow, tell your wife I said Happy Mother's Day.
Thanks.
I will be on tomorrow, at least even for just an hour, because it's 100 days. So I will do it
Nice.
even
Okay.
on Mother's Day. But
Okay.
if I
Well,
don't
yeah,
see you, man,
sounds good. Appreciate it.
for sure.
All right. See you later, Isaiah. Have a good one.
See, God bless, Edward.
Let me just call this guy real quick so you guys can hear what I'm about to tell him. Bobby,
Amen.
Bobby, you're live on YouTube. So I just want to say, bro, at the end of the day, the value that you're going to provide her is not that you're going to buy her property, but the value that you're going to provide her is that you're going to run the show so that she can focus on what she does best and you take care of everything else. That's the value.
Yeah.
And so if that's the value, then what are you afraid of locking it up at just at the payoff amount? It's either going to work or it isn't.
Mm-hmm. Right. It's just like the fear again of getting her, like binding her to a contract, and that because she has 3 other investors coming over this Tuesday.
So, bro, why don't you get it under contract and then you go meet those 3 investors, doofus? Aren't you going to assign it to an investor anyway?
Right.
Yeah, exactly. You get it? The value is that you're going to do it so that she doesn't have to deal with it.
Yeah.
That's where your mind hasn't gone yet, and that's why I'm trying to open it up for you. It's like, bro, then you go see those 3 investors, and then you go vet them out because those 3 investors can very well be 3 wholesalers.
That's correct.
Okay, ever thought of that? So would you?
Number 479. Telephone number 47961999296. Can't take your call now. At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, simply hang up or press pound for further options.
Hey Stan, this is Isaiah Catherine with Arkham Home Buyers. Looks like you're exploring some options to sell that price on Canova Place. If you're still looking to sell that property, we are looking to buy. Give me a call back at 970-644-0825. God bless.
108.
But if they're actual investors, then wouldn't you want to be there? Worst case scenario, you now have 3 new buyers in your back pocket.
Okay. So we don't know if they're a cash buyer because I assumed that they were wholesaling them, trying to wholesale the property.
Yeah,
The way she said it.
yeah. You don't know if they're wholesaling or if they're actual end buyers. Either way, if you have it under contract, then you're in.
Robert? Hey, Robert, this is Isaiah Catherine with Arkham Home Buyers. It looks like you were exploring some options to sell that property on Casey Key Drive. Were you still looking to sell that property? You sorry, what? Are you still looking to sell that property? No, yeah, you're breaking up a little bit. Casey, can you hear me? Robert, can you hear me? Yeah, what are you doing right now, Robert? Because you're breaking up really bad right now. Yeah, let me call you on a different phone real quick, Robert. Just give me 1 minute. All right, I'll give you about 5-10 minutes, Robert. I'll call you back. All right.
Record your name and reason for calling. I'll see if this person is available.
Isaiah calling about a property.
Thanks. Please stay on the line. Hello?
Hello, it's Kara there.
Kara?
Yeah, Kara, sorry about that. Hey, Kara, this is Isaiah Catherine with Arkham Home Buyers. It looks like you're exploring some options to sell that property on Hebert Lane or Hebert Lane. Were you still looking to sell that property? You already sold that property? Ah, okay. You wouldn't happen to know have any other properties you're looking to sell, would you? Not quite yet. What do you mean by that? Okay, just to see if it makes sense for me to call you back. When are you looking to sell that property? Yeah, I'm talking couple months. Okay, if you don't mind me asking, what's got you looking to hold on to it for a couple months? You just got to figure some stuff out. What's going on there?
Getting his way through life, and so we're kind of waiting for him to decide what he's gonna do.
Is he thinking about buying it himself or what? Yeah, just save this contact information, Kara, and I'll get back in contact with you in about a month or so. How about that? All right, thank you.
Your call has been forwarded to an
Hello.
Isaiah, this is Hope Killingsworth.
Hey, Hope, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you today?
Doing
Isaiah. Oh, she's on. He's on the phone. My bad. Who is Christine?
Hi, if you record your name and reason for calling and reason for calling, I'll see if this person is available.
Caesar calling about 2nd Avenue.
Thanks. Please stay on the line. I'm sorry, this person is not available. If you would like to leave an additional message, please reply after the tone.
Hey, Christine. Good afternoon. Caesar here calling about your property on 2nd Avenue out in Altoona. Looks like you might be looking to sell this property. If you still are, give me a call. I'm always looking to buy in that neighborhood and see if I can help out. And if you're not, just shoot me a quick text so I can take you off the list, okay? Thank you. Hey, Isaiah, I don't know if you know, but you're muted. You've been muted this whole time.
Hello?
Hey, may I speak with Mike?
Yes. Hang on just a second.
Hello?
Hello? Yes,
Hey, is this Mike?
yes.
Mike, good afternoon. My name is Caesar. I'm just calling about your property on Chestnut Lane. Looks like you either filled out a form or maybe you spoke with one of my referral partners. Are you still looking to sell this property by any chance?
Yeah.
Oh, all right, cool, man. I'm glad I called. How much are you looking to get for this?
For the whole place, about 200.
About 200. Okay. I am pulling it up right now. While I pull this up, can you tell me a little bit what you got going on over there?
Uh, I got married and I moved out of town, so I've
Oh,
not been
congratulations,
out
brother.
there. Not been out there. Appreciate it. Not been out there to take care of it. The metal building. It's used to be a metal building. We're making into to a garage, and I was going to build a house. It's got a real nice building site on it. and it's got 24, almost 25 acres. It had two 20s, a 20 and another 20, and then I sold it, but I resurveyed it to keep that 20 from coming over so close to me.
Okay.
And so I'm at the very end of the road, and it's got a creek on it. I got access to for all that. Got the on the logging road that goes down, and then I got a creek, and then it's got a lot of wildlife, turkeys and deer. And at the end of the road, it's at the very end of the road. It's kind of very secluded, very nice.
Okay.
But
And so we're looking at 25 acres, is that right?
yes, sir.
Okay.
A little shy.
Okay. I'm just trying. So right now, it's just pretty much 25 acres of land. That's what it is, right?
It's got a 30 by 50 metal building.
Yeah, but the 30 by 50, it's not built yet, right? It's not like a house or anything, is it?
No, it's just a metal building.
It's just a metal building. Okay. And by the way, I just want to make sure I'm looking at the correct property.
Yeah.
Like I'm looking right now. It looks like you guys had this on the market back in 2024.
No, not that one. I had the first 20 acres. There's two 20s. I've never listed my place.
Okay, so not this. So maybe it's just looking at the other place that you had. Because it looks like you guys had it on the market for like 95, 115, 80,000 at some point.
I had it. That's the one that I sold. I resurveyed it and I lowered the price.
Oh,
On the
okay.
first part.
The first part that you sold, how many acres did you end up selling, and how much did you end up selling it for?
It's for 95,000. 95. It was shy 20 acres. It's shy almost 5 acres. Almost. It's just when I say 5, he's got more than 5. He's got more than 15 acres. And I've got, let's see, how's that work? We got 20 and 20, so I got 24.7 or something. I got almost 25 acres, so he's got 15 acres. So I sold 15 acres for 95. It went like a hotcake. Went overnight. It did it one day. I resurveyed it and it went for one day.
My man, that's amazing.
Yeah.
You think that guy want to buy your remaining 5 acres? I mean, the only reason I'm asking is usually when people buy the land, they like to buy the other part.
Maybe he lives in Kansas City and we haven't been able to really connect. But hey, look, I'm selling my tractor. I'm fixing to have to get a battery to put in it here, so I need you to call me back or something.
Yeah,
And,
what's a good time for me to call you back?
Well, whenever I get done with this, later on today, if you want, I got to get my phone on the charger too. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, no worries, Mike. I'll give you a call today. If not, I'll try to call you tomorrow or between tomorrow or Monday. Cool.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not buying that. Notes. 200K for 25 acres. Sold the other 15 for 95K. Call back. Call back tomorrow. What am I seeing? E10K assignment fee. Let's see. Let's call this guy. This is about an hour ago. This guy might be a wholesaler.
The subscriber you are trying to reach is not available. Please leave your message.
Yep.
Subscriber you are trying to reach is not available.
All right. Just tried calling. Let me know when you have to say.
Michael from Sutherland Homes. Can't take your call now. At the tone, please record your message. When
Oh, I did not want to call that guy. My bad. It's a different guy I wanted to talk to.
your call has been forwarded to voicemail. Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. Please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Hey Wes, good afternoon. Caesar here. Just calling about your property on Tucker Drive. When you get a chance, give me a call back. Let's see if I can help out here. Thanks. Hi, James. Caesar here. So a few days ago.
You're on a call, Caesar, or no?
No, I'm calling, but and no answers so far.
No. Yeah, I was just on a call with someone trying to help her out.
Nice. I saw your private chat. I was like, oh, cool, man.
Yeah. At 4 o'clock, I have to get on the phone with the seller that I was hoping to lock a contract up, but
Yep.
I'm gonna have to like, because I finally got pictures, and she's before we were going over the numbers, she said it was gonna be like 20,000, but she sent over photos, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is like a gut job. I'm gonna have to be like, yeah, ma'am, I'm like, I know we verbally agreed at 85, but I'm gonna have to be closer to like 50.
Yep. Yep. Where do you need it to be?
I need it to be maximum about 65, and me and my partner will be able to move it from there.
Okay.
So
Okay, cool.
I'm just gonna
Anchor.
anchor at 50 and then and see what I can do.
Sweet.
Do you think that's a good enough anchor, or do you think I need to anchor a little lower?
Well, what's your assignment fee at 65?
65, I think we can move. That's probably like $5,000 to $10,000 assignment fee.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I would definitely anchor at 50 and just land at 55.
Okay.
Yep. How are you pitching it to her? Are you the end buyer? Are you wholesaling it? Are you looking to partner with someone? What's the situation?
Yeah, I was just gonna be like, hey, like, you know, we can move forward and whatnot, but I'll have to go to my. Well, I'll just be straight up with her. We can't move forward at the 85, but you
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
if I
yeah.
get
I
this,
gotta understand.
I get that, you know, if I can get this lower and whatnot, then I don't know how I'm gonna pitch it, to be honest with you.
Okay. All right. Cool. Um, so what I'm gonna tell you, just keep it in your back pocket. Don't make it as
Mhm.
your plan. Okay. Because and the reason why I'm saying that is because I haven't heard the call, your original call. I don't know the report that you have with her. Only you know that, right?
Yeah,
So take it with a grain of salt. But I would say I would do exactly what you said. Like I need this in the 50s. And let's say she can't do. If she says yes, then you're golden. But if she can't, what can she do? Maybe she might be able to say, I can do 65 or I can do 60 or whatever it is. If she's stuck at a certain number and you can't get her down, then that's when I would go, hey, do you care where the money comes from as long as I can get you that money? If she says, no, I don't care, just say, like, I'm going to have to partner with someone on this at that number because the reason why I need it at 50 is because I'm going to have to hire a crew. Now, I have a huge network of other investors that I've done business with in the past, and they have their crew. And so this is something where I can market it to them and partner with them on this deal. So I'll do my best to get you the most that I can. I just want to be fully transparent with you that this probably lands between, if I partner with them, it'll land between 50 and whatever number that she wants.
yeah, I got you.
Right. And then just say, hey, look, so that, and then just be like, let's get an agreement at 65. If that's what if that's all she can do, or 63. Right. And then so you preface it with, let's get it under contract. I'm going to need multiple contractors going there. I'm going to need my local partners to go there to get me the heart, to get our eyes in there and really dial in on this. But we should be good to go at that price point because these guys have their own crews and I can make that work.
Gotcha.
So in that way, when you get it under contract, she understands that you're partnering with someone, so you can send people there. There's no ifs and or buts about it. And you've also planted the seed that really the sweet spot here is between 50 and then that high number. So when everything's coming in lower, you have the ability to bring it down.
I got you.
All right. Once again, I'm not saying should be your approach, but just keep it in your back pocket. If you have to pull it out, do it. If you don't. Because like I said, I haven't heard the call, and you know your rapport with her, so you decide on what you want to do with it.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah. Yeah, it's because it's a pocket listing, so I have to deal with an agent in it as well.
Oh, is it a pocket listing?
Yeah.
So who are you talking to? The seller or the agent?
I'm talking to the seller, but the agent, when I talked to her, she said, like, if you're gonna wholesale this, just be straight up with us and just tell us you're gonna wholesale it. When I did
Perfect.
talk to the, yeah,
Then do that.
that's what
Then
I'm,
do
yeah, that's
that,
what I, yeah.
bro. That's even better. Gee, thanks, Isaiah. You give me the key piece of information, dickhead.
Yeah, so I'll just be like, so I'd just be like, yeah, I'm just gonna have to wholesale this and partner with someone in order to be at like the 65 price.
Bro, yeah. Just say, look, man, I've got connections with Titanium. If you don't know RJ Bates and them, just put it out there. I mean, you can say that because you have connection with me,
Yeah,
right? And here's the key thing. So obviously the buyer would have to get paid. Sorry, not the buyer, the buyer's agent, right? So you want
yeah,
to make sure that, so just say, hey, look, I want to make sure that you get paid on this, Mr. or Ms. Realtor, right? And two, the reason why, and if she's like, you don't want to say all of this, only if she's a little bit hesitant about it, and not necessarily to the seller, but to the agent. if the agent's a little hesitant about it, then you'd be like, yo, like, here's the value that I'm bringing in. I'm bringing in titanium on this. I'm going to get set of eyes on here. This is going to be valuable for you because you're going to get hard feedback before you put it up on the market, if you decide to put it up on the market, versus shooting it in the dark. And you know, when you shoot it in the dark and it doesn't move on the market, you know you and your seller are going to be more fucked than ever, because now all the cash buyers are going to have leverage over you.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Because you put it on the market, it doesn't move, it stigmatizes it. And the realtor cannot argue with you on that one. She knows better. So let me work my magic off market. Worst case scenario, you still put it on the market, but now you have hard data points, hard data feedback. So you can make a smart decision.
Gotcha. I gotcha.
And just do a quick 14-day turnaround, dude.
Yeah,
So
that's what I was.
not necessarily
That's what.
close in 14 days, but for you to find an end buyer in 14 days.
Well, they want 5 to 7 day option period.
So when they say 5 to 7 day option period, what do they mean by that?
They want, because it's in Texas, so option period, like is pretty much like your inspection period, and then that's when you have to put in the hard EMD.
Yeah. How much
And
do they want for the hard EMD?
2,000.
I wouldn't do that. Would you do that?
No, I'm not. I wouldn't do that. I told my partner about it because he's the one who helped me do it, run the numbers. And he was like, I straight up told him, like, if I can get this at like 60, 65, are you okay if I just waive the option period and just be like, we'll close on this? And he said that he'd be okay with it. So I was like, okay.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, if you've got pieces of information I don't have, so yeah, then do what you need to do to get it across the finish line, dude.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
me, and I'm not saying this is how you should do it, but for me, when I talk to realtors and they know I'm wholesaling it, bro, that is the reason why I'm not going to put in any fucking EMD, Mr. Realtor. If I'm going to be the end buyer, go squeeze my balls all day long for an EMD. I will deposit the EMD because I'm the end buyer. But if I'm wholesaling it, why would I do that?
Yeah.
Right?
I
And then
got
they
you.
go, well, yeah, but I don't want to. Yeah, but you ain't doing shit either. I don't see buyers lying around the corner buying your client's house. Here's the value that I'm going to bring in, and you should be thankful that I'm giving you that value, that providing that value. Like, I'm not going to say those words, but I'm going to make sure that they understand that.
Exactly.
And if they say, well, I can't give you 14 days, that's fine. Then just give me one. I just want to make sure I have enough days where I have one weekend in between. Obviously, this
Gotcha.
weekend is shot. So let's get under contract this Monday, and you give me till the following Tuesday to find an end buyer. Right?
Okay.
Just
I
give me
mean, that
10.
works.
Just give me 10 days. Like, what's 10 days? Best case scenario, I actually follow through. I'm half as good as I say I am, and I get you an end buyer and you get paid. Worst case scenario, you're in the same spot. What's 10 days?
Yeah. I like it.
And she says, well, 10 days can be like, yeah, but you've had it on the market. How long has they had it on the market for now?
Well, they haven't had it on the market. They were going to
Oh,
list it,
no,
put
they
it on
haven't
the
had
market.
it. They were going to list and put it on the market. Yeah. So at that point, then you have all the leverage on your hand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. I was like, yeah, like I'm not gonna be able to buy it at that price, but I do have, I have a vast amount of investors that I work with that they're gonna at least give us feedback of where this needs to be in order to buy it.
Yep. You're good, bro.
And
You know what you're doing.
do I just be like, do I plant the seed that like, and ma'am, I'm just gonna be honest, they're not gonna buy this property at 85,000. Do I plant that seed or not really?
You can say that. Yeah. But if you do that, then you have to explain why.
Okay.
You have to explain why. Right. And just say, hey, look, here's the situation. if someone do you have the profit calculator from Titanium? Do you use
Yeah.
that or no?
Oh
Okay,
yeah.
so how I like to explain it is, or let me share my. Do you know what I'm talking about or no?
The profit calculator?
Yeah, here. So give me the numbers. I'm sharing my screen right now. So she wants
Yeah.
85, right?
Yeah.
Okay, how much do you think the repair cost now is? 50? Is that what you told me?
Yeah, probably at least 50.
Okay, and then what's the ARV?
ARV is like my partner was doing like 230.
Okay, bro, why wouldn't it work at 85?
Because he's thinking that since it's a full gut rehab that it's gonna probably he's thinking that the rehab is gonna be like 75. So I guess I was wrong. Yeah, he's thinking like
Oh,
I think 75,000. Because
okay. 75,000, 230, 85. So shit. How much were you guys gonna market it at?
where there's an as-is property that we were probably gonna market it at like 72, 70 to 75, somewhere around there.
So 75. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. So that makes sense.
Because there's an as-is comp that sold for like 71,000.
So for 71, okay. Yeah. I see what you're saying. So you guys want it like at 60, something like this.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep, that's a good number. Yep. So then you just tell her, like, look, ma'am, if I buy this, so have you told her what the ARV is or no? Or what
I
has the realtor said?
the realtor wasn't giving me a whole lot. She did say that some were selling in like the 200s, but she wasn't the realtor what didn't want to talk about like the repairs or anything like that. I did talk repairs about with the seller. She said 20,000, but with the pictures, there's no way in heck it's going to be 20,000.
Yeah. So this is what I would tell her. I would just be like, ma'am, the reason why it's hard to buy that at 85 is because 85, the investor's all in number is about 205 just to be able to sell it for 210.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. And so, not trying to hit a home run here, but if I buy this at 60, if I buy this at, oh no, you're gonna anchor at 50, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna anchor at 50.
Yeah. So you go, hey, if I buy this at 50, my all-in number is 170 to sell it for 210. Now she might say, oh, that's a lot. Then you know say that, whatever.
What's that no less than 20K for ARV at one? What does that mean?
For me, just because I want to increase my assignment fee. So if I have anything that's over at 100,000, I just want to make sure that I have $20,000 assignment fee.
Okay. Just to
Yeah,
give yourself like some grace and whatnot.
to give myself some cushion. Exactly. That's just note for me.
Gotcha.
You know, another way of looking at it too is you can just say for yourself, you can just say whatever the ARV is, your wholesale fee is 10%.
Okay.
You can do
I
that
got
too if you want, right? So if it's a $300,000 ARV, then this automatically just goes to 30,000. So in that way, you adjust their purchase price, not yours.
because this is something that I've been struggling with a little bit. When you help them establish the ARV, you help them establish the repairs. How do you put your wholesale fee in there when you're talking to them? Because then they'll be like, oh well, you're at that point you're going to make $65,000 on this or something like that. Are you
Yeah.
looking to
So
get?
great. So great question. I either bake in my wholesale fee into the repairs or I bake it into my closing costs and holding costs.
Okay.
Right. So let's say you and I agree that, let's say I say, hey, Isaiah, how much do you think it's going to cost me to bring this up to date? Say 75, right? So if you say 75 and I go, okay, Isaiah, you know, based on square footage, you're probably right. If you don't mind, just because I've done this so many times, a lot of times either budget goes up or something comes up that we just can't see with our naked eye. So when I hear someone say 75, I'm really thinking about more like 85, maybe $90,000. Right? I'm just giving myself $10,000 to $15,000 cushion just in case something comes up, because if something comes up and I already wrote you that check, I can't knock on your door for a refund.
Gotcha.
And then they're gonna be like, yeah, that's cool. I get it. Like, you know, that's reasonable. You're giving yourself 10, 15,000. So now I just gave myself $15,000 assignment fee. So now so moving forward, my repair cost is now what? 90,000, not 75.
Okay.
You get what I mean?
Gotcha. Yeah,
Now,
yeah,
if they
yeah.
go, no, 75 is top end. Okay, fine, 75 is. So then I just go, okay, 75,000. So then now I just go with my closing costs and holding costs, which I'm not going to bore you with any of these, but those are just like my business expense, right? So my 60,000 jumps up all the way to 175. So I keep my rehab costs, but I don't need to tell them my closing cost is 7%. My holding cost is 5%. This plus this plus this equals business expense. That's all there is to it. They don't need to know the exact breakdown.
Gotcha. So you just combine them and be like, yep, my business expenses are gonna be, you know, around like $40,000.
Yeah, that's it. Right?
Okay.
I don't even say that. I just say, you know, my if I buy this off you at 60 plus the rehab cost of 75 plus my business expense, which I say I'm not going to bore you with all of these, but these are holding costs, closing costs, realtor fees, blah 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 blah. All of that, if I buy this at 60, my all-in number is 175.
Okay. So you kind of keep it vague at that point a little bit.
You have to, because, well, quite frankly, they don't care what your business expense are. It's just for you to let them know that you do have business expense. You get
Gotcha,
what I mean?
gotcha. I know what you mean.
Right? It's like we pay $1,000 for this fucking thing. It cost Apple $100 to make it in China. We don't know what they are. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, exactly.
there's business expense. That's all there is to it. When I buy a piece of steak at a restaurant, I pay $60 for it. Right? The restaurant owner has got to have some margins in there.
Exactly.
I don't ask how much they pay their chef, how much they pay their staff. It's just, I'm paying $60 for it because everything's built in there.
Exactly.
Now, push comes to shove, if someone really is into their math, you know what you can do quickly?
So,
Closing costs and holding costs 12%, right?
yep.
Just be like, yo, my business expense is about 20 to 22%.
Say that one more time.
I would just say my business expense is 22%. 22% comes off the top right off the bat.
Gotcha.
Right? Because 7% is the closing cost, 5% is the holding cost.
Then add just 10%.
That's your wholesale fee.
Okay.
You know, if I'm out and about, bro, if I'm out and about and I don't have the profit calculator in front of me, I just go 25% is my 20% is my business expense. So if it's a 400, let's just make it simple. $100,000 ARV, 20K is gone. or 22,000 is gone. So now I'm only left with 78. Okay, 30,000 is going to cost me to rehab it. Well, dollar in, dollar out. So that means 60. So 78 minus 60. Mr. Seller, I can only afford to pay you 18,000 bucks.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I mean? Like just simple math, right? 20 or 25% gone. I'd rather lean on the 25% versus the 20 because that gives you room to move, right? Because now you have a higher assignment fee. So if you need to go for a price drop, it can come off of your assignment fee first.
Gotcha. I'm gonna call this lady real quick. Just run her through the numbers and whatnot.
Cool. Give her a call, man.
She
I'll
just,
mute myself.
Hey Carrie, how you doing? Doing all right. What's got you feeling blessed right now?
I just finished my prayer.
I am. You praying for a good, happy Mother's Day, or what you praying for?
I pray for everything, especially with this world going crazy. And I said a special prayer for you in this conversation we're about to have. I just pray.
I appreciate that, Carrie. And prayer is, probably about it's probably the most powerful thing we can do because we just submit our will unto God's, And but I really appreciate you getting on the call with me, Carrie. I don't want to take too much of your time. I know it's Saturday and literally tomorrow is Mother's Day. But before I do get into it, how are you celebrating tomorrow? You hanging out with friends, family?
Oh my goodness, my church is doing the Mother's Day breakfast for us.
Wow.
And all mothers, we're doing like it's not a fashion show where we just walk around and then we have a seat. And we've got a special concert, and then of course we have the word of God, and then we have a lunch where we got food trucks and stuff coming in for the mothers. So we're gonna do that.
Sounds like a full day.
Yeah, and it's mothers, and then we're celebrating mothers that's gone on, so we're celebrating them, and those that have lost their children over the years, celebrating them because some of them that was their only child, and so leaving nobody out, all those.
Amen. And if you don't mind me asking, what church do you go to again, Carrie?
Inspiring Body of Christ Church, we call it our church for short.
What kind of ministry is that? Is it like Baptist or what kind?
It's non-denominational.
Oh, nice. Okay. I go to a non-denominational church as well, but they lean heavily on the Pentecostal stuff.
Now, before then, I was Baptist, and my husband was a pastor. He's dead now, but he used to make fun of people that anointed people with oil and spoke in tongues until he got sick, until his final days. Then he had that oil out. Then we never spoke. I never heard spoken tongues. So I'm like, okay. And the church I grew up in, my pastor had oil. And he didn't say anything about it. He was Baptist, but he didn't say anything about people that spoke in tongues and everything. And now the church I'm at, I am taught. My pastor teaches us. He shows us what the word says about all of it. So,
Amen. Yeah, funny enough, the church that I go to, my father-in-law is the pastor, so.
okay.
Yeah, so we go there every Sunday, and we just have a good. And what I really like about it is after every service, we go out as a family and just sit down, have a nice meal together and everything like that.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
That's good. That's important.
it is.
Some people don't see the importance of it. It's important. That family bonding, that family time.
Yeah, I mean, it's honestly the one of the highlights of my whole week. I just look forward to it, to all of it.
That's great.
Yeah, well, like I said, Carrie, I don't want to hold you up too long. I know that we were talking about South Catherine Street, and we've been, been in communication the last couple weeks or so about it. I really appreciate you getting me the pictures. Is How old are those pictures? Or like, are they like a month old? They like 2 years old? Okay, so that they were taken about a month ago then. Oh, perfect. And I want to let you know, Carrie, I took those pictures back to my partner because like I think I said this the first time we talked, that I got a partner in Texas, and that's why I do deals in Texas. And I took those pictures back to him, and we really like that area of Terrell, especially my partner. That's a great area. We love the neighborhood. We love everything like around there for to make sure, because it's just a great neighborhood to either raise your kids or just have properties like you do. That being said, because of the condition of the property, it looks like the rehab is gonna be a bit bigger than the $20,000 that we were expecting. Because I think you can see in one of the photos that the ceiling would need replaced because it's bowing. That obviously the carpet needs ripped up and taken out. There's like the cabinets are going to need replaced and everything like that. So because of that, obviously our rehab is gonna go up, unfortunately, quite a bit. So
When I told you what was happening in the rehab that we talked about, I considered that because I told you that the sheetrock was going to be, some rooms going to be needing sheetrock work.
yeah,
And it's usually about $700 to do the ceiling, and the carpet is just taking it up and taking it outside. And now the floors, whether you want to redo it with carpet or you want to stain the wood floors, that's I considered all of that when I asked you what did you want to make from that.
yeah.
Now I know you're looking at California prices, but Texas prices are not the same.
No, I'm like I said, I got a partner in Texas, and he deals with a lot of fixing and flipping, or just trying to get it back up to rehab standards and whatnot. So yeah, that's why I partner with people in Texas, because they deal with a lot of those fix and flips, especially because he like I said, he really likes that area of Terrell, so he's very familiar with that area and how much rehab does cost. Because unfortunately a $20,000 job can easily jump up a lot higher than what we were thinking that it was going to be.
I'm saying really, I had said about 10 to 15, but I went 20 just to make sure that you were covered. Because I'm like, okay, if that's what he wants out of it, then I can't. Because I'm like 120 is what the tax appraisal
Yeah.
district said. And I told him, even in that condition, he said they are selling in that condition, believe me. And so then I'm like, okay, so, and then I'm looking and I'm like, well, I don't see 120,000, but if he's saying it, but then in talking to you and then looking at what you wanted out of it, I considered all those things. I did, I really did.
Yeah, and I appreciate you being super open-minded about that, Carrie, because a lot of sellers that, you know, they want to give me a lot of grief for just how much it does cost for properties and everything like that, and how much we can sell it for on the back end. So I really commend you for really working with me on that. What I'm just seeing, and just like I said, my partner's been doing this for a long time. He's stationed in Texas, so he knows how much rehab is going to be. It is going to, and our whole goal is to, you know, be able to do what you did, put a nice loving family back in there and just enjoy it, because your property has such good characteristics, Carrie, and we just want to put in the amount of rehab that it'll take to bring back out those characteristics. That being said, like I said, it is going to be a bit higher on the rehab, and because of the ARV that we were talking about, that affects how much we can pay for the property. So in order to make sure that we can get this to the standards that we want it to be, ideally we'd probably want to be in like the $50,000 range.
Okay, well then we can just dissolve everything. And well, thank you for considering me.
Yeah.
You have a blessed day.
No worries, Carol. Like I said, ideally that's where we want to be. We do have a little bit of flexibility there, right? So I know that you said that you're looking to get 85. Ideally, I want to get 50. I mean, can we like meet in the middle and go like 65 or something like that?
No, that's half of what I wanted. That would be fair. I mean, it's now in the conversation, it's beginning to sound like a used car salesman. You know what I mean?
No, not trying to sound like that whatsoever. I'm just saying because of, you know, the amount of rehab that we're going to need and everything to do the property. I do remember Keisha telling me that you guys don't mind if my partner and I were to wholesale this, do you?
Is that what Keisha said?
That's what Keisha said. She said as long as we're just upfront about going out and finding another buyer to where the price points might work out better, then you and her would be okay with that.
I'm trusting Keisha's guidance thing, but definitely not, no, not 60. I can't say 60. Because my goal is I've got a double mortgage. I want to pay that off. I'm being 65. And I've just got a new, what is it, AC unit.
Mm-hmm.
So I need to pay all of that off. 60 when it get close to.
How much is that double mortgage?
It's the 40 is on one and 60 on the other.
So 100?
Yeah, but I'm still working, but I want to see light at the end of the tunnel. And then it's like 10,000 still on the air conditioning.
So you're looking to try to pocket 110?
Well, no, because I just said that if I was going, well, that's why I was going for 120.
Yeah.
I was going where the guy, the appraisal of the district had told me that, but I'm like, I can't do that. I'm just, it's in me. I'm like, I wouldn't sell that house for 120. But then, 90, I was considering 90. I'm like, okay, 90. Then when talking to you and being a God-fearing man, because I'm like, I'm not about to try to beat somebody, but I don't want anybody trying to beat me.
No, exactly. I'm not here to beat you, Carrie. I want, like I said in our first conversation, I want to be able to put as much money in your pocket as possible. But at the end of the day, you know, I do run a business. I have a family of my own that I got to put food on the table. and it's just where buyers are purchasing properties in that area. I would be surprised just with where the condition is at if you could get like, I mean, maybe you can get 85, maybe, but I would be very surprised if you could get that with
I'm at the point now, the next thing that I've got this guy doing is he's pulling up the carpet because for some reason people look at that carpet like, okay, it's gonna cost $5,000 to pull up the carpet. Just pulling up the carpet and put it out. Even the dumpster, I don't understand that. And then sheetrock, I've been doing sheetrock. I'm like, maybe I just need to do the sheetrock. Some people look at that like, oh no, the sheetrock, no, it's not that much sheetrock. Sleeping in bed and I got one room done and I was only charged like $600 for that. And Ron did it for $600. I'm like, well, okay.
Goodness gracious, you have really good contractors then. Yeah, I mean, I would, you know. Yeah, and I totally understand, Carrie. And you know, I want this to, because I know that in our first conversation you were saying that you were thinking about maybe putting it up on the market. I mean, that obviously is an option. I just don't want it to. I just don't want it to be you to put it up there and it sits for a long time, and then you know you end up getting offers around where I'm kind of offering, and then you wasted like 3, 6, 9, maybe even 12 months when we can do this and be done in the next. I mean, we could honestly get this done in the next like 3 weeks or so, where you have that money in your pocket and you don't have to worry about it anymore.
Well, I don't think 60 is not, it's not what
Okay, I mean, 60 is not what you're looking for. I can't do it at 85. I mean, can we do like 65?
no. That's still half. That's still half of the 120 the original price that I was going for.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And with Kaufman County now being designated as one of the faster growing areas, that I know the doors are open up for me on this. I just believe that.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's not you, it'll be somebody. But until then, after I finish talking to you, that's the next thing with the guy that's cleaning up the front of us. Which is done and the back is done. I'm gonna have it going in, just doing the carpet and pulling it out. It's an eye appeal, eyesore thing, and I know that, but it's like if I gotta get somebody to do it, that's okay.
Okay, I mean, if you don't mind doing that work, then I totally understand. Maybe you can do a little bit of the work, and maybe if it's in a little bit better condition, we can come back and maybe I can get closer to that price. I just right now I would be surprised just with the, like I said, with the amount of work and everything. I would just 85,000 just wouldn't work. I mean, would you be if we could come to an agreement on like 75,000 today, but I wholesale this and I shop it around for like a week or so to see what feedback we're going to get. Would you be opposed to that?
Let me tell you why I'm not going. 75,000 was the offer that I got
Mm-hmm.
10 years ago. It was a nice little. I can't even remember his name. And he was like, I'll buy for 75,000. And at that time I still had tenants and I'm like, okay. But I am under the impression that maybe I need to go and get it done and just keep tenants in it until I do sell it, because that's money that I'm not coming in, because I'm like, okay, these people are not Well, we I won't. So,
Yeah, and I totally understand that, Carrie. I mean, you're more than well. That's obviously an option. I mean, you said that you have both mortgages that you're looking to pay off. I mean, are you trying to pay that off sooner rather than later, or do you even like if you can't get that amount, that are you just gonna what happens then?
oh, I'm gonna pay it off sooner rather than later. It's gonna be paid off.
Okay, so what if we just do this, Carrie? Like I can we can come to an agreement at like 75 today. I can but I'll just be 100% honest. For the next week, I'm just gonna wholesale this. At the very least, what I'm doing is I'm adding value to where, because I have a vast range of investors. Like I've got plenty of people.
Okay, so you are not a buyer. You are buying to sell it to investors.
I mean, I do fix and flips, buy and holds, but I mean, if the numbers don't work, then wholesaling, is a strategy that I do. Because like I said, if I can't buy it at that price point, maybe someone in my network will buy it at that price point. Because there are always people who, like I said, there are people in Texas that might be willing to pay a little more than what I can pay. But at the very least, if we can come to an agreement on the 75, you just give me a week to with my investors, because I have a bunch of investors, and at the very least, you're going to get feedback on where the number needs to be in order for someone to take this off your hands. And if at the end of the day you just want to hold on to it, at least you have the feedback.
Let me ask you, what is the investor's name that's in Terrell? I mean, that's in Texas. What's the name?
His name is Aaron Bevins.
Okay.
His company is Justice Cash Buyers.
Okay, I was just
Yeah, but if you give me a,
right now. I'm sorry, I just cannot. I can't. Thank you for considering me. Thank you for the time, and thank you for being so. You out of everybody and all my dealers that I've talked to, it was the most pleasant conversation that I've had. Thank you for being so pleasant.
I really appreciate our conversation too, Carrie. And if you do just want fast cash, and you can always just give me a call, because I'm always looking to buy. And if you do want to just get this done in the next 2-3 weeks, like, I'm always an option for you. Just save my number, and maybe we can keep in touch. And I mean, because you're trying to get out of the rental business, though. Is this the only one you're looking to sell, or are you looking to sell the other ones as well?
I saw one last like 2 months ago. I'm gonna sell this one, and then I've got another one I'm gonna sell. I guess.
What's the address of that property? Because maybe we can come to an agreement on that one, so that before you sell this one. Sell this one, maybe we can make it like a 2-for-1 or something like that. Bye.
Bye-bye.
What up, buddy?
All right, that's about as good as I thought it was gonna go.
How'd you feel about that?
I
Can,
felt
can we take a little bit of time and talk about it? Is that cool with you?
yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. So tell me, what are your thoughts about that call? What do you think you did well? What do you think you could have improved on?
I think I did a good job of trying to push her to see if I could just wholesale it, you know, try to give her feedback that way and value that way, because just so that, because if I can at least do that, then she's at least going to know the number, and maybe she'll decide to move forward with the numbers that they're actually going to be able to buy it at or not.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I could have done a better job just with like talking about the repairs and everything like that. I might have messed myself up it sounds like I probably messed up myself in our first call and everything, just because the precedence was already set in our first call. So that kind of worked against me in this call.
Yep. So here's a couple of things I do want to mention to you. There were so
Okay.
many things I wanted to like help coach you, but like this is my first time interacting with you, and I don't know your style, and I didn't want to mess anything up. So I was like, you know what, just whatever happens, happens, and I can just give you my 2 cents afterwards. You know, because the last thing I wanted to do was give you key pointers during the call, and it messes the whole thing up. So a couple of things, bro. One, you got to rip the Band-Aid. It took you so long to say where you needed to be, and that's why she said you sounded like a used car salesman. That's why she
Gotcha.
said that, because she already knew you were going to go for a price drop. So if you listen back to this, we're at the 2 hour and 25-minute mark. So you probably started at the 2 hour mark, or
Yeah.
maybe a little bit less. I think you were like on a 20-30 minute call there.
Yeah.
So listen to it with your eyes closed, man, and put yourself in the other person's shoes. Like you would say that you sounded, because it's just you were selling yourself for the drop. So
Gotcha.
if you're selling her for the drop, like they're already expecting it. So if you go for the drop quicker, it's better than them hearing it, because from the other side, like, all right, bro, like she's doing this, like let's go, let's get to it. I already know you're gonna go for a drop. Like just give it to me. So that's why we do reason, logic, and evidence. You go, hey, like here's a situation. I know you said 20, but based on what we saw in the pictures, this needs to be done, that needs to be done, this needs to be done, that needs to be done. It ain't gonna be 20.
Okay.
It's gonna be more like, if you want to say the price, you can, but like, look, it's gonna be a lot more than 20, and I need this around 50.
Okay.
And shush it. So in other words, it's quick. You rip the Band-Aid off. And then you
Okay.
let them process, and then, because all the things that you said, those were your ammo. But you said it, you shot all your bullets.
What bullets you talking about? Like, what do you mean?
If you listen to it, all leading up to where you need it, those were all of your bullets.
Okay. So I didn't have anything in the tank or anything like that,
You didn't
or
have
in the
anything. Yeah,
chamber.
you didn't have anything in
Okay.
the chamber after that, right? So you give them like, here's XYZ, and I need it at boom. You let them process it, and then they're going to tell you. Then at that point, then you can start saying, well, yeah, you said 20, but based on the carpet, I'm going to need the hardwood floors. Based on this, I'm going to need that. Da, 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 da. So you can see that alone is already 20,000. What more about these other things? You're front loading it, is all I'm saying. And because you're
Okay.
front loading it, it took you like 15 minutes just to say that you need it at 50. In those 15 minutes, she didn't listen to any of it.
Gotcha.
Because the fact that you're front loading, what does that mean? It's just common sense. If this guy's talking
Yeah.
too much, why is he talking too much? Because he's going to go for a drop. That
Yeah.
means the mind already shut. You get what I mean? So
I
I'd rather
gotcha.
just do the drop while the mind is open. And then when they give me objections, then I can start rebuttaling it with ammo.
Okay. Yeah, because I think the reason why I was kind of beating around the bush is because my partner, Evans,
Yeah,
do
I
you
know
know
he is.
Aaron?
Yeah. I know of him, but I haven't talked to him or anything, but I know of him. Yeah.
Yeah, he told me like how he does it is he commends it. He does a commends, then a counsel, and then a commend. So he does like a sandwich, and that's what I
Yep.
was trying to do. But it probably just came off like soup, like you said. It just like I was a salesman, and I was just talking way too much.
It was because, bro, like an end buyer. Have you ever tried to dispo a deal to someone?
I have not.
Okay, dude. If you try to dispo it to like a JW, a Claude, or any end buyer out there, they're gonna be like, Isaiah, here's the situation. This. I need it at this.
Okay,
And then
that's
you're
it.
gonna be like, oh man, that's it. There is no selling because you're not selling anything. This is where I needed to be. If you need that money, you need to come down on my price. If you don't need that money, then go somewhere else. But I need
Gotcha.
it at this, right? Now there's a finesse there. And bro, everyone goes through it. I went through it. And sometimes I even catch myself doing that. And when I catch myself, I go, okay, Caesar, just rip the fucking band-aid. Boom. Okay,
Yeah,
so
and
that's one thing.
like you
I'm sorry, go
said,
ahead.
like you said, she even started the conversation that she had been praying that this conversation was going to go good. So that should have been like a red. I mean, that was a red flag. Like, oh yeah, she already knows like this is going to be a conversation that she probably doesn't want.
Yep. So here's what I would have here's my everyone has different styles, right? Not saying mine is better. I'm not saying Aaron's is better. We're just different. When she told you about she was praying for it, be like, well, what's her name again? Carolyn?
Carrie.
Carrie, I've got good news, not so good news, and good news for you. So good news is
Okay.
we're still willing and we're still interested in moving forward.
Gotcha.
The not so good news is you said 20K after seeing the pictures based on square footage, based on what we saw. We're gonna need this. I mean, that 20,000 is a lot higher now.
That would have actually been a really, really good.
All right. So in order for us to move forward, I'm gonna need this in the 50s, ideally in the 50s.
Yeah, and
Quick,
then just yeah.
quick, boom, and then now she's gonna have to respond to it,
Okay.
right? And then what's your last good news? Well, since 50 is not gonna work, 85 ain't gonna work for nobody. The other good news that I have for you is I have a solution where I can be of value and I can help this move for you. Boom.
Okay.
Right?
I
Good
got
news,
you.
not so good news, and good news.
Good
It's
news, not
kind
so
of
good
like that.
news.
That's kind of like the sandwich effect that he's doing. I
I
just like to
got
go
you.
direct to the point on it. Now you got her to open up on what she wants to do, which was great. I was typing that in. What is it that you want to accomplish? She opened up for you.
Yeah.
Right? So then at that point, my thing is, okay, so you're saying you pretty much need 110, and so what is it that you absolutely need here? Why is 85 such an important number for you? You never got to that.
I got you. So basically, like, why are you willing to make 85 work and not like a lesser number or something like that?
Yeah, well, like, what is the significance of that 85? What does that accomplish? Right?
Gotcha.
Now she kind of answered that by saying I think, or at least what she was saying is like the reason why she wants 85 is because someone offered her 75 10 years ago. So in her
Yeah.
mind, 10 years later, her house should be worth more.
That's what was going on in the back of my head because I was thinking like, okay, someone offered her 75,000 years ago, wear and tear. I was I was thinking about just being like, hey man, like I totally understand that they were willing to do 75,000, but because of the wear and tear, just because you got the offer that 10 years ago, there's more wear and tear in the property and everything like that. You're not, that price doesn't go up.
Yeah, for wear and tear. How long has this been vacant for now?
about a year. No, I think it's been vacant for either a year or a month. I can't remember.
Okay, so you got to know that. And two, obviously the market's different now. I understand 10 years ago, market's probably better now, but 10 years ago, wait, what was 10 years ago? 2016. There was no war going on. Economy was actually better that time, right? Like, boom, like there's all these other things. But either way, like you have to know that. Secondly, I don't know about using the word wholesale. I don't like using it unless I have such a good rapport with them, which this one you did. But you notice where when you said that the realtor said it, she didn't know the realtor said that.
Mm. Well, yeah, because I thought they had a conversation because
You can't
before I
assume
even
that.
talked. Yeah.
You can't assume that. Yeah. Now you could say like, hey, like, I mean, it was okay for you to say that, right? I guess the point that I'm saying is you had to be delicate about it.
Be delicate about bringing up being like wholesaling property.
Yeah, because at this point, when you say wholesale, in her mind, it can be a whole lot of different things. One, I don't know if she's got a negative connotation with the word wholesale. Two, if you're saying wholesale, that means you're still making money. Like, so if you're okay to selling it at 75, how much are you selling it to someone else? 80? Well, heck, that's closer to my 85. Why do I need you?
Gotcha.
You get what I mean? So
Yeah.
the way I like to position that is I go, hey, Carrie, here's the situation. I need this ideally in the 50s. Maybe I can swing it at 60 because I got to hire a crew. I've got guys over there that already have a crew. So if you need this in the 70s or 80s, I'm going to need to partner with these guys. How do I get paid? I get paid when they sell it. Right? Or they just pay me a referral fee for finding them a good deal. Either way, this thing moves in this price range, whether it's me or someone else. And the only reason why these guys can pay a little bit more than me is because they have their own crew.
Gotcha.
See, because then now you're not cutting into her margin. When you say the word wholesale, I don't know. For some people, it would be like, well, if you're wholesaling it, that means you're selling it. That means you have a margin. That means you're cutting into my margin.
Yeah, and that also it did she brought up even the objection like, oh, so this is all you do. All you do is wholesaling. So
Exactly.
that's also
So,
what I shot
yep.
myself in the foot by doing that.
You shot yourself in the foot by doing that. Yep. Versus saying, hey, look, I need it. If you want me to be the end buyer, I need it at this price point because I need to hire a crew.
Mm-hmm.
If you need it at this certain price point, then I need to partner with a local investor on there. And I've got a huge network of investors that you can leverage. I'm going to partner with them. Okay. And you might ask in the back of your mind right now how I'm getting paid. I'm literally just being a partner. I get paid when they sell it, when they flip it, or they pay me a referral fee, which in our industry, we call it an assignment fee. Either way, it doesn't cut into your price point. But I'm telling you right now, as an end buyer myself, as a flipper myself, based on the pictures you sent me, this thing moves around this price point. And here's the reason why. See, you never got to the reason why. You never showed her the profit calculator. You never said, hey, at 85, any investor, whether it's me or someone else, an investor at 85, it shoots up to 200,000 just to sell it for 200.
I gotcha.
Now,
I
everyone's a
gotcha.
little bit different, man. Like, everyone wants to stick with just emotion. People just want to stick with logic. I like to do a little bit of both because, yes, you can do the NEP. You can do whatever. You can open their mind and get the bottom line number. But at the end of the day, at the back of their head, they're going, this fucker is getting me down to the bare minimum. And the lower they go, that means the higher the margin that you have. It's as simple as that. Whether they're saying it or not, whether they're smart enough to think about it that way,
Well,
somewhere, somehow, it's common sense. right? The lower it goes, the higher the margin.
Exactly, and that's why she brought up like your used car salesman again, because I was like, like you said, I beat around the bush. I was like, I need to be down here, and she's like, oh well, because we just kept going with our numbers back and forth and whatnot. She's like, well, you just sound like a car salesman and whatnot.
Yep. So
So
then I would have been like, ma'am, I'm not, but here's the situation. At 85,000, my all-in number is 200 just to sell it for 200. Now, I told you earlier, I want to give you as much as I can, but I also got to be fair to my business. How is investing $200,000 just to sell it for 200,000 being fair?
gotcha.
So as you can see, if I get this down to 60, ma'am, I will be all in at 180 to sell it for 200. I'm only making $20,000 on a $180,000 risk.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? So then now you're showing them that you're not being a fucking sleazeball trying to make 40, 50, 60,000 on them.
Yeah.
Ma'am, you're walking away with 85,000 now. I'm the idiot that's going to be lifting up the hammer to potentially sell it for 20. I mean, to potentially profit 20. If the orange guy in the White House makes the wrong decision, that 20's gone. She's going to laugh at that, right? And then if they're smart, they're going to be like, yeah, but you can sell it for more. That's right. Well, that's what $200,000 buys me.
Yeah, I actually did that in our first call because our first call, I only had one comp in the area because I was
Mhm.
I was having to use Propelio, and Propelio only had like one exact comp that's on the same street that was selling for like 150.
Mhm.
And that's kind of the ARV that I was talking to her about, that I was anchored her about. Like, I'll be able to sell this at like 150 with you. My partner
Perfect.
said we'd be able to sell it for 230. So, but there are comps that sell at 230, but I didn't see those the first time I talked to her. But I was able to anchor her down to like, then that's why I got her down to the 85. So I was able to, I didn't have to be, like you said, I did use the profit calculator in the first conversation. I should have gone back to it.
You should have gone back to it. And so this whole time, okay, dude, you need to give me all the piece of information if you really want me to be able to coach you properly. So in her mind, ARV is 150, not 230.
Mm-hmm.
Am I right?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Let this be a
And
lesson.
I think,
And this is recorded,
yeah,
so
I
you
think
can
that's
go
why
back
she
to
thinks
this.
it's only going to be about $20,000 worth of work. I think that's why.
Bro, let's and I want to end with this because I'm gonna go hang out with mom because it's a beautiful day out here. So 150 is what the ARV is between you and her, right?
Yeah.
Now she thinks it's 20,000, right?
Yep.
And she wants 85,000. Am I still doing this correctly?
Yep.
Okay, ma'am, it's a lot more than 20,000. That's why I can't do 85. Right? So at this point, you can just tell her, look, you rip the band-aid, and when it gets to it, it'd be like, Carrie, if I buy this off of you at 85, my all-in is 158 just to sell it for 150.
Hmm.
My
So
all-in
I'm
is
losing 8,000.
158, Carrie, just to sell it for 150. I want to give you as much as I can. It's just right now I will be risking 158,000 just to lose 8,000.
Gotcha.
So Carrie, I'm not trying to hit a home run here. I just want to be able to keep the lights on. Carrie, I'm not saying you would do this, but if I buy this off of you at 60, I just want you to understand, if I buy this off you at 60, my all-in is 133 just to sell it for 150. Carrie, at 60,000, and I know you don't care, but at 60,000, I will be risking 133,000 just to potentially win 17.
Gotcha.
I'm not trying to hit a home run here. I just need to be able to keep the lights on.
Yeah.
You know, so I like doing this, bro, because then now I am now showing proof of what I've been saying.
Yeah.
Right? Anyone can say those words, but now I am showing you proof, and I am giving you my calculator, my numbers.
Yeah. That's why our first conversation went so well, because I was able to give her the numbers and everything like that. And I was just way too vague this time to where, yeah, I should have just gone back to the
Everything,
profit center.
yep, everything was so vague. Everything was so vague, so she doesn't understand. Not that she doesn't understand, like it was just vague. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there because of the vagueness of the conversation, is there a shot that you're trying to pull a fast one on her?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. But when you
Yeah.
do this, all of a sudden there's nothing. Now she can fully understand why you need it at 60.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I appreciate it.
You know? So that's how I would go about that. Anya, I'm not sure if I'm mentioning your name correctly, but that's your handle. How do you get one of these call reviews? I do call reviews on Mondays. Isaiah, by the way, man, if you have a call review you want me to review on,
Yeah.
I always welcome folks to get, and I don't think I have anyone for this Monday. So if you have any calls that you want
How
me to
do I
review,
send it to you?
just email it to me.
Email it? Okay. I'll have to try
Do
to
you-
figure.
Let me know if you have one that you want me to review this Monday. I do it at 12:25 p.m. Pacific time.
How long max do you want the call recording to be?
I don't really care about that. I mean, if it's an hour, I mean, the longer the call is, then obviously the longer our call review Monday will be. So I
Yeah.
guess the question is, how do you? I mean, if you have work, maybe you don't want to give me a long one, you know?
I mean, I could, well, our first conversation, I actually have it recorded with her and everything, except halfway through. I, I only did it halfway through that I did it, but I have other call
Okay.
recordings that I,
Yeah, yeah, man. If you want to do it, Anya, if you want to, go ahead and DM me on my Facebook, and then let's have a quick chat, and then I can give you my email address. I don't really just hand it out, and I don't put it on the chat here because then I can get a bunch of spam. But I at least do want to talk to someone, or at least get a face and name before I open any attach videos or recording. Um, but yeah, man, if either of you want to do it this Monday, let me know, so I can schedule it. Cool.
yeah,
Isaiah, are you in California?
no, I'm in Georgia.
Oh, you're in Georgia.
I
Then
don't,
why did she think you were in California?
I don't know. I do not know.
Maybe she was talking to someone else in California.
She might have been. Yeah, I don't know where the California
Yep,
thing
yep,
came
yep,
from. She might,
yep.
maybe because I have a Colorado number, so maybe she got Colorado and California mixed up. I
Mixed.
don't know.
That's possible. Cool. Well, brother, you're welcome to hop on here anytime. Just DM me. Let me know when you want to. Um, I'll send you my cell number, bro, and then you can just text me as well.
Will do. Appreciate it, Cedar. Yeah, I appreciate the call review and just the pointers. I definitely could have done a lot better, but I'm not going to give up on her because she sounds. I think that eventually we could come to something.
You can. I think if you go back to her and just say, Carrie, screw all the numbers. Like, I really do want to help you out. Like, how can I do that? Because it sounds like you have enough rapport with her for you to be able to do that.
Yeah.
You know. And then I would highly suggest this. This is the one that I would probably suggest more than anything. I would just say, hey, look, you always have the ability, you always have the option to put it on the market with whoever the realtor is, right?
Mhm.
But here's one thing I just want to point out to you, Carrie. Before you do that, please think of me, because if you put it on the market and it doesn't move, it stigmatizes your house. That means any offer that will come in afterwards, if you give me a shot, is going to be a lot lower. You don't want to lose
Mhm.
that leverage. If I were you, if I may make a suggestion, if I were you, I would try this off market first, get hard feedback. From there, you can make a decision. If you decide that you want to move forward, let's go. If not, you can put it back, you can put it on the market. But now
Gotcha.
you can actually put it on the market with the right price point,
Gotcha.
right? You got to paint that picture for her. And then the picture that you did not paint is the fact that what if no one buys this at 85?
Yeah.
And I think you kind of went over it a little bit, but it wasn't done properly. It wasn't
Yeah.
enough. The painting was it was like a little drawing, like a
Yeah. It was
sketch.
the scribbles.
It was scribbles, right? Because she
Yeah.
said she wants to take care of those 2 mortgages, blah blah blah. But then she said, "Well, maybe I'll just fix this." Well, do you
Which
really
one
want
is
to
it?
do that? Which one is it? Like I will get to the bottom of it.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I appreciate it, Caesar. I've just started implementing like RJ's stuff over like the last month or two because I was
Okay.
really heavily into the NEPQ stuff
Uh huh.
and whatnot, and that stuff wasn't really working for me. Like I still implement it in my calls, but it just wasn't working. And ever since I've actually implemented RJ's style, like I've actually had a lot better conversations.
Good shit, man. I'm glad.
Yeah.
Yeah. The NEBQ stuff, I mean, I gotta tell you, it does work, but dude, every phone call was for like 40-minute phone calls, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, and
And
it just yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, exactly. I mean, that's a whole new different conversation we can do offline. Um, but yeah, man, that's why I liked RJ's a lot. Um, when I found him in 2024, dude, I just literally watched 2 of his short videos and that was it for me.
Yeah,
Like it just resonated with me, like transparency, quick. You're letting them know where you are. Is there some finesse in the middle that we can do to help open the mind? 100%.
yeah,
That being said, as far as the skeleton of it, of saying how much you're looking to get for, and here's what I can do for you, and here's where I need it to be, bar none. For me, it's still the best. So
exactly. And what I'll leave off with this, just like because I was looking to like somewhat join the NEBQ big thing but it's like $18,000. It's a lot of money for his sales mastery thing. I didn't even know I was getting on like a one-on-one call where they were going to pitch it to me. I just thought there was like a strategy thing where they were going to help me in my wholesaling business.
yeah,
The dude, like I legit told him like my finances weren't in good position. I'm losing money every month right now because my wife isn't working. And he was like, well, he was still pitching me and I knew exactly what he's doing because he's pitching me NEPQ style. So I'm like, dude, I've studied this. Like, I know
yeah,
exactly what you're doing. Like you're trying to make me make an $18,000 decision when I don't even have I told you, like, I'm losing $1,000 a month because my wife isn't working. Like, how is
yeah,
that going
yeah,
to work? And then I
yeah,
got on
yeah,
a
yeah.
call with Justin at Titanium, and he's like, "Yeah, if the finances don't work for you, man, like I'll give you up as much stuff as I can to help you out, and hopefully you can join down the road." I'm
Yeah,
like, sweet.
bro, that's titanium for you. And that's how it is inside. It's as simple as that. That right
Yeah, that's why
that
I'm
that actually
excited.
sums it up. Yeah, yeah. That's it, man. Well, cool, Isaiah. You said you have a wife. I don't know if you have any kids, but if you do, no kids yet. I
Not
was gonna
yet.
say
Not yet.
happy Mother's Day to your wife, but all right, cool, man. Well, let me know how else I can help as well, man. But thank you for hopping on.
Appreciate it, Steve. Thank you.
Cool. And for everyone else that's watching, if you guys got any key ideas today, smash that like button. It really helps your boy out. And if you did get a key idea, I would really appreciate it if you drop it in the comments. not on the chat, but in the comments, so that a new wholesaler can come across this channel, this session, and use that key idea to lock up their first deal. All right, guys, you guys have a good one. And if I don't see, well, I will see you guys, but if you guys are not on here tomorrow, happy Mother's Day to your moms and your wives. And until next